What's up everybody, it's your host Cleric Dragoon, and in today's video I want to break down the mystery of the Gobolaloon and what needs to be accomplished in it, how to do the attack, and what needs to happen to make it successful. And I'm going to break down my attacking method here in a second. Alright guys, I wanted to try something different in this video, and I just wanted to kind of explain my attacking method and kind of trace it out for you guys so you'll understand a little bit more of my thought process in an attack. And right here I am going to start that process. And so let's just pick a color, and I'm going to do this really teal here because I'm going to show you what my objectives are. And so when I'm looking at this base right away, I'm looking at the queen's position. And when I'm just kind of scouting a base, I'm looking at her position and how can I get to her, and what type of attack can I use. And so the way my mind works, I'm looking at sweepers right here and here. I'm looking at AD right here and here, and I'm looking at this CC right here. And those are things I'm very comfortable with air, so that's what I'm looking for in this attack. And I can tell you that the way this base is laid out, this little channel right here gives me access to everything that I need to make this attack a success. It gives me the 2 ADs, the CC, and the queen. And so that's I'm running a shattered Gobolaloon on this base because that is the attacking method that will take this base down with what I'm trying to accomplish. And so right here I'm going to lock 2 golems to tank my funnel. They're going to tank all of this defense right here and right here and right here and right here, right here. And even probably this is just in range. It might tank that. And then I'm going to put either baby drags or wizard right here. Either a baby drag or wizards. Couple of wizards here. Couple of wizards here. Maybe one wizard here just to get that camp down. Because you just don't want your bowlers to go for a walk, guys. You got to be very careful that your bowlers won't go for a walk, and they will do it. So at that point, once I get my wizards down or baby drag, just depending on what you need, because right here, if all these things are tanking, you could do wizards and they're safe, and they take less space as a baby drag, obviously. But if there's one part of your funnel that's maybe a cannon can hit your wizard or something like that, you might want to use a baby drag, but that's okay. So the next part, I got to get into that pocket that I was telling you guys. So I'm going to use a jump spell right here, and that's going to get me into this pocket like we drew. Then once I drop that jump, here comes my royals, because by then the funnel is made. My wizards have cut the funnel on either side, and so now I'm ready to come in with my royals. And next to my royals is the CC bowlers. And at that point, it's going to be rage time, guys. Rage time. So just depending on how these defenses are peppering my kill squad depends on how quickly I rage them. And typically I'd want to rage around in here. And that's going to give me, as you can see, the bowler range is going to get me both of these ADs with that immediate rage. And being that I need to get deep in this base, and this is another thing you need to know, I'm going to use a heal. That's going to extend my reach to the queen and to this CC. I really want to get these bows down. That's part of my objective. I want to get the sweeper. That's going to happen. And I would like to get these if possible with my bowlers. So that is the objectives of this push in. Once I get that made and that happens, then I'm going to start phase 2. Now with my sketch, phase 2 will start here, and I will put a hound in, and then I'll put another hound in, and then I'm coming with the balloons. And now depending, these two defenses will depend. If they're down, obviously I don't need to put loons here. But if they're not down, then they'll need to be addressed. But here you go, you got 2 loons here, probably 2 here, maybe 3. Then you go here, go 3, maybe 3, just depending. And so I think I've got around 13, 14 balloons. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. So I got another couple of balloons, and they'll come in over here, and then I'll pocket a couple of them and just save them. That's the plan. And then what's going to happen, you know, while I'm doing that, obviously we're going to want to haste. And so as I put these balloons in here, I'm waiting for them to reach this point. And these balloons come in, and then I'll haste them here. And as these balloons come in, these balloons here are meeting up with these balloons, and these balloons are meeting up with these balloons, and then they're going here, right? So then we'll just haste again right in here. Then that's going to push everything out. It's going to get this, it's going to get this, and then they're going to push that way. And that is I know it looks crazy, guys, but that is the thought process in the attack, and that is how I sketch out and how I think about an attack. And it, you know, I'm sure I could go more in depth to this, but this is basically the anatomy of how I think about an attack. So now that we've sketched that, let's move on to the actual attack, and we'll talk about that there. All right, so now we'll actually look at the actual attack and how it went down. And right here, you see the base. You guys know what I'm going to do. So let's get it going. As you can see, there's my 2 golems, but I got caught by a Tesla. This is a fresh hit, so I didn't know that. But that's okay. I didn't panic. I just kind of let my wizards work a little bit, and I ended up putting a couple extra wizards down because of that Tesla popping on me. So here's my phase 2 part, or not phase 2, but my second part of this attack. I've got my heroes, I've got my bowlers. The CC is pulled. I poisoned them, which I didn't really talk about that. That doesn't need to be talked about. But right here, my bowlers take out the queen, and as you can see here, guys, I've already got 2 AD, you know, 2 AD, the queen. I've met those 2 parts of the objective, and those are the most important parts to the air attack. I mean, because right now there's only 2 AD left, so the rest that I get with this kill squad is just extra, because that's all I needed to make this attack successful. So now I'm hoping that I get these bows. And I remember, you know, I told y'all about that in the sketch. So I'm hoping to get at least 1 bow, if not 2. And so right there, also I didn't get that archer tower down, but that's okay. And right here, look at here, my queen is getting a bow down. Bowler's got a bow down, and right there I was happy because I knew that that's all I needed. And I adjusted my balloons on the back side of the attack a little bit because of the archer tower. It lived right here. I'm gonna get a pop from one of my hounds, which was great. And I saved that spell because I had to use that one a little bit differently, but I saved this last one to make it through here, and there it goes. So my end result of my attack ended up being a little bit different than the sketch, but the sketch basically gives you the groundwork, or the blueprint of the attack, if you'll say. But you have to be able to adjust as the attack happens. You adjust where needed, and I didn't need to haste right there. My balloons were going to get that box clear, and so I seen this box still had defenses in it, so I just held the haste and just let my balloons work to it. So that's the anatomy of my attack. Now, unfortunately, I can't do this for every attack because you know, I didn't know what I know what made those guys use attacks. But we're going to take a look at them. All right, we're going to take a look at this next example of a Gobolaloon by JT Money, and we're going to try to break it down just a hair. I don't have the sketch on this one, but I can tell you JT Money is basically He's after these two AD, this queen, and the CC, and that sweeper. That sweeper is gonna definitely, if he takes that sweeper out, that gives him more options on his loon deployment. That'll let him come in from this side over here without fighting that sweeper once they reach this area. And so let's take a look at this. And this is a great plan by JT Money, by the way. Matter of fact, it was too great. And I know you're saying, Dragoon, what are you talking about, too great? We're going to see here in a minute. And if you ever have an air attack like this, you'll know what I mean by too great. Look at the minimal investment of wizards here, guys. He's just got one wizard down. There's one ring of trash. He's just cutting them down. He's not very minimal investment. So he's got 3 wizards for cleanup later. But right here, he's got his rage down. He's going to get that AD right there, and that one's gone too. You can already see it. The queen is going to take the funnel, and there she goes. There's the other AD. She's going to get the king down as well. And right there, guys, he is set. He is set right here. Everything is met. His objectives are met for the Gobolaloon. All he's got is these 2 AD right here. Once he gets him, it's money in the bank. It is all she wrote. So let's see his loon deployment right here. And you're going to just keep watching, because you're going to understand what I mean by too good of an attack. This was way too good of an attack. So right here, JT holds the second hound till right here in a second, right here. And he brought in some balloons with that. And he really didn't need to drop that. He could have dropped that hound a little bit lower, but look, guys, his hounds have not popped yet. That is what I mean by too good. Really and truly, that rage got him through too fast. Through the defenses too fast. Didn't allow enough damage on the hounds to pop. He ends up destroying this base. He didn't need it. He had these wizards to drop and to clean up the remaining trash. But if the hounds would have been there, or I mean the pups, I'm sorry, the lava pups, it'd have been that much faster, guys. So I mean, that's what I mean by too good. This was too good of an attack. Excellent job, JT Money. All right, and this next hit is on 13, which is Black Dragon, aka Ant-Man. And right here, we're looking at this base, and as a scout, I'm just scouting here. You can see 2 AD are accessible, a bow, and the queen. So if he comes in around this area anywhere, you know, around here, if he locks a golem here, jump spell is going to get him into these whole areas here, give him access to the queen. She's gonna die, CC, and this AD. So let's take a look and see how he handles it. But I will say this: this is kind of dangerous because these sweepers are covering the back end of this base. So he would probably need to come in at the top and do away with these sweepers as fast as possible after the kill squad. So let's take a look. And I'm going to keep that sweeper up because he's going to end up fighting that sweeper. So right here, he's got a really tight funnel. He's just trying to cut this trash over here, this trash ring. That minion's gonna just cut trash for days. And right here, I think he was trying to pull that CC early, and he got that. And right here, he's working in. His jump spell is pretty deep. I like that jump spell, actually. That's going to get him access. If everything lives, that's going to actually give him access to those sweepers, if they can make it that far. His royals are kind of medium sized, so he may get that far. If they were 30-30, he could definitely get that far. But right here, the queen's going to take out that bow. And look, guys, wow. I mean, he is in that compartment right now. He took a sweeper down. That was the one. That was just good fortune. But now he's actually coming in from the bottom side, which surprises me, because I think I would have took the top end. But that's all right. Oh, wait. I know why. Let's stop. he was probably counting on this AD going down, the one that he's targeting right now. So this is probably an on-the-fly adjustment to this attack. He probably counted on his kill squad getting it, and now he had to readjust. So the sweeper is actually down now because the king took it out. So that's not a problem for him anymore, and this attack ends up being totally devastating. Like, he just crushed his base. Look at that. He got great pops on his hounds. He's very patient on his spells. Like, he waited until these hounds were popped. And just look at how beautiful this is. And like I say, now, it looked like to me, this, when you look at this attack and you break it down, to me, you couldn't, this part right here, you couldn't exactly count on that much value from your kill squad, but he got a ton of value from his kill squad. That's not always the case, but it looked like to me that he made an adjustment and went in from the other side. And you have to be that fluid when it comes to an attack. You have to have a plan for both sides before you go in. What ifs? You go, what if I get a sweeper down, is this side better to attack from? If I don't, then I need to go this way. You need to be, you just need to have a backup plan, have a contingency plan for your Gobolaloon, or for any attack for that matter. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I just kind of wanted to go a little bit more in depth and kind of explain some of the thought process that goes into an attack and the way I think about it. And I hope it was helpful to you. And with that being said, guys, I'm out of here.